Hammers up, everyone. Towelliee here. Shadowlands beta is here. We're going to be looking at the Paladin Legendaries today, and we're going to do a little bit of tinkering with a few of the prot ones because we need to discuss this, and all of you prot Paladin lovers out there all over the world, you're going to love this. Yeah. Anyway, let's get right to it. Let's see if we can get a good old Runetar here in the party with his... What's it like? I have Nazoth on him? Dude, that's so last expansion. All right, let's go over currently right now the Paladin Legendaries. Now, as I've mentioned in my previous video, there are 4 Legendaries that are class-wide, 4 that are spec-specific. So let's take a look at what we have for prot, and you're going to love a lot of this. So we have your Blessing of Freedom, Blessing of Sacrifice, and Blessing of Spell Warding cooldowns are reduced by 1 second when you spend Holy Power. Uther's Guard seems familiar. Legion. This is one that's an anima power. It's going to be tricky to use, and we can kind of mess around with this a little bit, but it's going to require a little bit of a, I want to say a high skill ceiling, but it will definitely require some tinkering to get the most use of the 10 seconds. So when you reach 5 Holy Power, you gain Blessing of Dawn. When you reach 0 Holy Power, you gain Blessing of Dusk. So 5 Holy Power, you'll get damage and healing increased by 6% for 10 seconds. Dusk, which is when you get 0 Holy Power, damage taken reduced by 6% for 10 seconds. Pretty interesting. The Arbiter's Judgment, this one seems really strong. The Judgment has a 50% chance to reduce the cost of your next Holy Power spender by 1. So, I mean, for a Paladin, you spec into, let's say Crusader's Judgment, that becomes a pretty powerful Lego right there. Now, here is the mother load, boys. Here's the big daddy, the big slammer, the big clapper. Your Avenger Shield has a 50% chance to have its cooldown instantly reset when used. Now, this is HFC tier set bonus. I know because I spent almost the entire tier just smashing my Avenger Shield button, and it is as glorious as it sounds. It's overpowered. It's insane. We're going to cover it a little bit in later in the video, but I said this about 2 months ago on my stream. I said, fam, imagine if they add the HFC tier set to the legendary pool of powers in Shadowlands, and lo and behold, there it is. Now we have the Ardent Protector Sanctum. Reduces damage taken while Ardent Defender is active by an additional 10%. And when you activate Ardent Defender, it will also apply to the nearest ally within 15 yards. Pretty good cooldown, I would say. I don't know if it's... seems like you'd want to use this in some sort of huge AoE raid situation. Almost seems like old school Devo, really. Let's see. This is another big clapper. Bulwark of Righteous Fury. When Avenger Shield returns to you, each target hit by Avenger Shield increases the damage of your next Shield of the Righteous by 40%. And we'll talk about this one later. We'll go to Orgrimmar, hit some training dummies. And I also have a little clip of a Mythic Plus 10 video, video that I ran earlier in the stream a couple of days ago. Now, Reign of the Endless Kings. When you drop below 20% health, you become infused with the Guardian of the Ancient Kings for 4 seconds. This cannot occur again for 45 seconds. This is pretty OP. Obviously uncontrollable, but could save you in a tight situation or in plenty of tight situations. This could pop off a couple of times in a 5, 6, 7 minute encounter. And casting Avenging Wrath or any Forbearance ability grants 5 Holy Power. Now let's switch over to the Ret spec really quick so I can show you what that has to offer. My UI might get all messed up. I don't think my UI is set for Ret. Oh, it actually is. Balla. All right, now for Ret Paladins. We have pretty much the Blessing one, the Dusk one, the Holy Power one. Now we have Tempest of the Lightbringer. Projects Divine Storm forward 20 yards, damaging all enemies in its path. Also increases damage dealt by Divine Storm by 20%. Awesome. Spending Holy Power grants you 20 haste per Holy Power spent for 12 seconds, stacking up to 20 times. I wonder if this works for prot. Because that would be pretty OP. if it did. Badge of the Mad Paragon. Hammer of Wrath extends Avenging Wrath by 3 seconds and deals 20% additional damage. Now, once again, I've been able to use other specs, legendaries, as prot. I don't know if this will go live that way. If it does, that means we have way more than just 4 legendaries per spec, but we'll see. Final Verdict might sound a little familiar. Replaces Templar's Verdict with Final Verdict. The devastating strike that deals 2004 holy damage has a 50% chance to activate Hammer of Wrath and reset its cooldown. And then we have Leandrin's Fury Reborn. Casting Avenging Wrath or any Forbearance ability grants 5 holy power. Now let's take a look at holy. Now once again, I'm not a big, I'm just not big on holy or ret. So any of you guys out there in the comments can, yell your excitement for ret and holy. Holy Shock protects the target with a shield of holy light for 18 seconds, absorbing up to 650 damage every 6 seconds. Now we have Light of Dawn's range is increased to 40 yards, and all allies inside your Light of Dawn receive 10% increased healing from your spells for 6 seconds. Infusion of Light has 1 additional charge, and its effects are increased by 20%. We already went for the Forbearance one. They're missing one here. The Judgment one went over Dusk, Dawn, and Freedom. Looks like Holy might still need a few there. Now let's go over to Orgrimmar and see if we can get ourselves over to the training dummies so we can test out some of these bad boys. And, I mean, look, man, the Avenging Shield for Prot is pretty good. It's really good. And I'll tell you why. Because there's some talents that synergize with it beautifully. We have the what we call the Bulwark, the first Avenger. I mean, once we get back to Orgrimmar, I can show it again. Okay. We have First Avenger here, which is Avenger Shield hits 2 additional targets and grants you an Absorb Shield for 100% of all damage it deals. Now, with Avenger Shield popping so much, so often, even on, I mean, it's going to be great for Mythic Plus and Trash. Even single target bosses, it's going to be wonderful just to get that extra holy power from the procs. I mean, Shield of the Righteous uptime almost just, I mean, I'm pretty sure it becomes 100% once you are statted correctly. Or whatnot there. Let's head to the training dummy. Other people over here looks like they're doing a little bit of testing on their own. So we'll go over a few of these legendaries. Not all of them, because I want to go over what's mostly overpowered. Now, I mean, I definitely see this somehow getting nerfed. I think there's been so many tanks on Twitch just showing all of this and being, you know what, man, like, this is way too much. Oh, look, let's say we got a Prodigy over here doing some work. So I press that ret. That's ret. Never mind. It's ret. All right. So we're going to use these 3 train dummies. Now, take into effect that the shield actually caps out at 30% of your maximum health. Okay. So let's just go. Normal little rotation here. Just gonna, I'm gonna pull some holy power because I can. And let's go. Yeah, there you go. And it keeps procking. And the party don't stop. The party don't stop. Yeah, I mean, it's literally pretty good. I mean, the Shield of the Righteous uptime is definitely there. And there you go. Again, a couple more procs, couple more procs, couple more procs. I mean, does this remind anyone of anything right now? Does anyone see anyone getting those HFC 16 months worth of Avenger Shield nightmares? So I'm pretty sure most people are, and it just keeps going. And obviously, you're going to proc Grand Crusader too, right? Like, if you're tanking a bunch of mobs as well. I mean, it's so nice. And as you see, the shield, basically, let's see if we can see what I can show you with the cap. My cap should be about 10k, I believe, with the shield. If I can get it to proc enough. I think I've gotten to proc, I think, 8 times in a row in dungeons, which is pretty damn good. I'm using my blessing. I'm Night Fae on this character. We could go over that in a different video. Oh, there we go. Oh, how many did I get off of that? Not enough. But yeah, I mean, you'll probably hit that Avenger Shield cap because, I mean, let's see. Do we have a 5 target anywhere? What are these? Although, this is level 60. Jesus. Might just... Yeah, that's just... It's hitting a lot more. Yeah, oh boy. Oh, that's a lot. Oh my god, it just keeps on going. Yeah, see, it's capped at 10,300. I'm not even using not even using Shield of the Righteous. I feel like when it procs so much, you can't really hit all your abilities, but you do have a little bit of time to hit the proc though, right? But yeah, that's I mean, this isn't a new style of play. If you played Prot in HFC during Draenor, you know exactly how this goes. Let's see if I can get a combat here. Now let's go to this next one, which is where is it? Where's the Shield of the Righteous one? Damn it. Here we go. Yeah. So when Avenger Shield returns to you, each target hit by Avenger Shield increases the damage of your next Shield of the Righteous by 40%. Now let's look at what normal damage kind of looks like with Shield of the Righteous, right? Hopefully it hits all these targets in front of me. Let me see. Hold on. That's about 590 right there. Just basic. Just basic. All right, let me just stop right there. 590. One of them crit. All right, cool. So we're looking at 590, right? Let's now wear. Let me get a combat. Hey, is there any easy way to get a combat here? Cool. All right. Let's wear that Lego. Let's confirm that we have it on. Bang, bang, bang. All right, cool. All right. So here we go. So we're looking at 590 was base, right? All right. Let's see what we got now. Get ready. All right. Now it's capped at 5, by the way. So 200% more damage. 17, 18. 3,000 on a crit. Now, once again, it's based on your Avenger Shield, right? So imagine when you can wear 2 legendaries and you're wearing the Avenger Shield legendary plus this one. So the fear was, oh my god, what happens if we can just stack Avenger Shields forever and then do a big damage boost? But you can't. Right now it's at 3 stacks, 320% damage. You know, let's see. Avenger Shield might come off cooldown before it goes off. Yes, it does. So now it refreshed itself to 5 stacks. And we can pop some wings and bam. Oh my god, there it is. It's so nice. I mean, that's also a big clapper, too. That's a big clapper slapper. Might be good in PvP. I don't know. Maybe in 3s? I don't know. I'm trying to think out loud here. But it does do a lot of damage. When I did a full Mythic Plus dungeon with this setup, Shield of the Righteous was by far my highest DPS. And then the other one that I wanted to look at. Let's see here. There's 2 more. Let's see. Judgment has a 50% chance to reduce the cost of your next holy power spender by 1. I wonder what that proc looks like. Let me spec into Crusader's Judgment for this one. Yeah, it's already up. So if I do, let's see, 2 holy power, Shield of the Righteous should work, and it does. Let me judge again. It's up again. 2 shield. Look at that. 2 holy power, Shield of the Righteous. Didn't proc that time, though. There it is again, proc. And you still have that extra 1 holy power, which is nice. I mean, it's pretty much up for every judgment. So that's pretty good, too. I mean, I can see that being useful for any fight where you know you need to keep up your active mitigation 100% of the time. But being that we don't need that right now, I don't know. I feel like we have so many backups to other legendaries getting nerfed. Like, let's say Avenger Shield gets nerfed, or let's say they just nerf Shield of the Righteous, right? And they say it requires 5 holy power now. Oh my god, what do we do? All right, then just put on the Judgment Spender, and you'll keep it up 100% of the time, no problem. You know. And then there's this one. This is the funky one right here. The Shadowgas Pauldrons. That have the Dusk till Dawn. Now, once you reach 5 holy power, you get a buff. So, pretty much for Mythic Plus dungeons, this wouldn't be too bad. Let's hit these dummies over here. Let's hit these dummies. So we can generate all that 5 holy power, and then there it is. Blessing of Dawn. Yeah, but you get the full effect. You keep it all the way through. The thing is, you have to, try and bob and weave the Dusk one. Like, what can I do? So I'm just gonna spend 3 holy power here. Okay, and now I'm taking 6% less damage. So it seems more like a skill play for this ability. more than anything. You can keep refreshing that 6% damage reduction. So single target on the boss, you'll know exactly how much holy power you're going to get. Multi-target might get a little bit more funky. But you think about it, right? I mean, and if you ever want to, you know, if you stack up enough Shield of the Righteous that you can get 5 holy power, then shit, why not do it, right? But it would require you to have a little bit of downtime. Obviously, haste and all the stats do affect it. There I am again with... There you go. There's the damage. And now I got both of them up at the same time. That's pretty cool. So, yeah. So, I mean, let me know. What do you guys think? What are the big damage ones that you like? What's the survivability ones that you like from what you hear from Protection Paladin? I mean, look. I've been watching streams with, you know, Snooty McSloot, Max from Limit, and watching them play Prot and seeing the pulls that they're able to do with the 50% Avenger Shield reset. It's literally insane. I mean, your healing is off the charts with the Absorb. Your off healing with Word of Glory right now is totally insane. I'm kind of scared that Blizzard is going to nerf the ever-living shit out of Prot right now because they're looking pretty amazing. But, you know, Max from Limit did mention one thing, and he was right. Usually Blizzard doesn't tune tanks too much in alpha and beta. Pretty much in the last couple of expansions, whatever tanks have been OP in alpha and beta end up being OP in the expansion. Happened with Bears and Legion. That definitely happened with Brewmasters in BFA. So if that trend continues, then Prot Paladins are going to be looking like pretty much survivability machines, healing machines. I mean, I'm doing more single target healing on direct heals with Word of Glory than most healers in dungeons right now. It's totally out of control. And now we have a video here where I just kind of just show everybody pretty much, you know, me using my Avenger Shield in a dungeon. This is Necrotic Wake plus 10. So right now we can actually run Mythic Plus dungeons on the beta, which is great because, like, you know, now we're learning all the routes, all the skips. How can we utilize our Venthyr ability? You know, the teleport one that everyone's going gaga and crazy over. But, I mean, I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be definitely covering Death Knight next because Death Knight actually has, for Blood DK at least, has some pretty interesting legendaries. Right now, I think the problem with legendaries is there's a big power gap between a couple of tanks and some others. Like right now, like Prot and Prot Paladin Legos are just a huge DPS increase over, let's say, Warrior Tank right now. Warrior Tank is definitely not, in my opinion, in a good place with the other tanks. Brewmasters have like the double keg smash legendary, and they have like 2 or 3 offensive legendaries. You know, Blood DK has like 1 pretty much, and then the rest are kind of super defensive, but that one is pretty OP, and you'll see in the next video. But thank you for watching this video, and thank you for all the support recently on the YouTube. I mean, we've gone up a couple of thousand subscribers in the past couple of weeks, and you guys have been supporting the videos, and I do appreciate that. Seeing that kind of love and seeing the comments in the chat really gets me going and really makes me want to spend time at least, you know, once or twice a week making videos for you guys and continuously just growing this channel and kind of bringing it back to life since it's been so AFK for so long. Obviously, you know, what's going on with the world has a lot to do with it. I'm home a lot more, so I have the time to do these videos. And so we're going to be covering pretty much like all the tanks legendaries that are available. And we'll also be going over Covenant abilities per tank as well, because I definitely want you guys to see the difference in power between currently right now all the different tanks and the Covenants for Venthyr, Necrolords, Night Fae, and Kyrian. I can tell you right now, though, Night Fae single target with Blessings is probably the most overpowered, but they're going to change it or get rid of it, I think. So Necrolords is pretty much up there. Venthyr is pretty powerful, 4-minute cooldown, but we'll talk about that later. But once again, in the comments, let me know, what do you think about these Prot Paladin legendaries? Which one do you like best? And I think we obviously all know which one we are going to be using. Peace out, every one of you, all you beautiful people. Have a wonderful day. Degenerates.